Most BODYCOMBAT XR users miss out on 20 to 25% of their calorie burn without even realizing it. I tested this firsthand, and after making a few quick, simple adjustments, my calorie burn jumped from 400 to 510 calories per hour. So in this video, I'm going to show you the secret to burning more calories every time you play. To start, I'm going to show you why doing an advanced workout doesn't necessarily mean you'll burn more calories. BODYCOMBAT XR is a VR combat workout app based on the world-renowned fitness classes with the same name. The classes are taught by two incredible instructors, Dan and Rachel, and after 25 years of designing the Les Mills BODYCOMBAT programs, they know how to deliver a solid workout. BODYCOMBAT XR has 3 different intensity levels and varying durations, so you can always find a class that fits your fitness level. And if you want a done-for-you plan that takes the guesswork out of which classes to do every day, then check out my 30-day VR fitness challenge. But a problem I often see is that people jump into intermediate and advanced classes before they're even ready for it. And instead of burning more calories, the exact opposite happens. So how do you avoid that? First, you need to look at the connection between your movements, your heart rate, and your calorie burn. The harder your muscles work, the more oxygen and fuel they need. So your heart is responsible for delivering that fuel, which means that how fast your heart is beating is a great indicator of how hard your body is working and how much fuel or calories are being used. The more muscles working at the same time and the harder they have to work, the more calories you burn. Larger muscles will also burn more calories than smaller muscles. But over and over again, I've seen people go from beginner to intermediate classes only to burn fewer calories and get confused and frustrated when they stop seeing any changes. So what's the reason behind this? Well, as the speed of the targets increase, it requires more strength and agility in your stomach, back, hips, and shoulders, and arm muscles. And if you're not strong enough to engage these at the new speed requirement properly, you end up using fewer muscles and burning fewer calories. If you're not ready for an advanced workout and end up focusing more on smashing targets than your actual technique, you're likely better off staying at a lower level. This is exactly what happened to a client of mine who went from burning 128 to 146 calories from a 10-minute workout when dropping down from intermediate to beginner. That's more than a 22% difference. But how do you know which level is right for you? The easiest way is to wear a fitness tracker during 2 workouts of different intensities and then see what your average heart rate is and how many calories you burned. Or you can use the features directly built into BODYCOMBAT XR. BODYCOMBAT XR track your effort via the power score of each punch, and by estimating the work required to duck under and slip away from the objects. At the end of each session, you get a scoreboard that shows your session performance. The higher your score, the more power you use when crushing those oncoming targets. So start with a 10-minute beginner class and note your score on the performance graph at the end of the session. Then do a 10-minute intermediate class and compare your performance score with your previous one. If it drops by more than 10%, you should probably step back down 1 level or just pick a shorter workout. The final scoreboards also include your calories burned. But there's a big problem with this number. To show you what I mean, I decided to do an experiment. I completed the same 18-minute advanced BODYCOMBAT XR workout twice. The first time, I did everything I could to increase my heart rate. I added jumps whenever I could, got on my tippy toes, squatted as low as possible, kept the weight in both legs, and put the force of my entire body behind every single punch. The second time, I focused only on hitting the targets, keeping my streak up, and didn't pay much attention to which part of my body was doing what. When comparing my two workouts, it was clear that engaging more of my body and adding more power was the most efficient way. Even if I missed a few more targets, I burned over 25% more calories the first time, and I spent more time in the high-intensity heart rate zone. And how did that compare to the BODYCOMBAT XR estimates? The game estimated that I burned 122 calories in the first session and 99 in the second, both significantly lower than what my heart rate tracker showed. Because BODYCOMBAT XR doesn't track my heart rate or can measure the additional effort I put in, it doesn't take into account my body composition and physical fitness level. It just can't possibly give an accurate number. So what does that mean? Well, the final scoreboard in BODYCOMBAT XR is a great way to track your progress and compare different classes, but it's not an accurate way to track your calories or your workout intensity. Depending on how you interact with the different targets, your calorie burn might vary as much as 25% in the same class. This is why I constantly ask my clients to film their workouts so that we can have a look at what they're doing when their VR headset is on and make sure they're getting the most out of their workouts while staying safe and preventing injury. So here's the big secret. Burning more calories isn't about picking harder workouts. It's about using proper form and engaging your entire body regardless of which fitness level you choose. My favorite ways of increasing my engagement and getting my heart rate up are getting up on my toes, then reaching up over my head, adding jumps to squats, battle ropes, and the knee smashes, squatting as low as I possibly can, and using my whole body in every punch, not just flailing my arms around. And remember, not every class in BODYCOMBAT XR offers the same intensity, movement focus, or structure. So if you're tired of playing the guessing game when selecting classes for your VR workouts, then use the link in my description and join my 30-day VR fitness challenge. And watch this video next so you can learn more about how VR can significantly enhance your fitness level.